But look at this, from Winnipeg, from Portugal, from Santiago, Spain. How beautiful. Sopranos, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the last of the sectionals that we'll do. The final full rehearsal that we'll do tonight, by the way, it'll be tonight, 6 o'clock Pacific my time. So I know for those of you in Europe, that's just the middle of the night. But the reason we're doing it at 6 o'clock is also for people who happen to be working right now and are here in the States. That'll give you a chance after work to have this final rehearsal. And for our friends over in Asia, in South Asia, in Singapore, in Australia, it's just a better time of day for them. So far, they haven't been able to make any of these rehearsals because it's the middle of their night. So this sectional tonight will be a whole different group of people. So join in and say hi to everybody. Hello from everybody. Yeah, put in the comments where you're from, everybody. So great to see this. So Sopranos, before we sing, what we're going to do today is I'll have my wife, Laurence, come and she'll give us a warm up. Since she's a soprano, then she'll be speaking your language. And then we'll go through Sing Gently. We'll just make sure that we've got all our breaths in the right place and that we're singing all the same basic stuff here. It'll be a pretty clinical rehearsal. Then we'll sing it through once with the conductor track. And that's it. Then after this rehearsal today, or if you happen to come to the full rehearsal tonight, I'm truly hoping that you will then make your video and upload it. So here's the thing, and this is really important to know. We have now, I think as of this morning, something like 2,500 videos uploaded from 80 different countries. This is extraordinary. If this were any other virtual choir experience, I would say already, how beautiful is that? It's truly a world choir. The thing is, we have now over 34,000 singers who have registered to eventually upload a video from 135 countries. And my fear is this. My fear is that every one of these singers is going to wait to the last minute, which is next Friday, May 22nd at 12 noon Pacific time, where I'm at in Los Angeles. That's the deadline. And I'm afraid everybody's going to try to upload at the last minute. And what I'm really afraid of is we're going to crash the servers. And if we crash the servers, that's it. We won't be able to have a window afterwards where you'll be able to upload your videos because we have so much work to do the moment we finish with the submissions. So what I'm hoping I can implore all of you to do, and ask all of your friends who are doing this as well, is upload your videos soon. Do it today, do it tomorrow, do it by the end of this weekend. Please, please don't procrastinate it. The worst for me, especially for all of you here, you've spent all this time and this effort learning the music, investing in it, and then you try to upload your video and it doesn't work, and now your video is not included. And I think I can already feel that we're making something so special, something so much bigger than all of us. You've just got to be a part of it. So make sure that you upload that video soon, ideally right after this rehearsal. You're ready to go. So you ready to sing a little bit? Then let's welcome to the live stream my wife and professional soprano from Belgium, Laurence Servaz. Laurenske!
It's the second applause I get today. So as Eric was saying, on the website of Virtual Choir 6, so www.virtualchoir6, as in the number 6.com, there's the word think tank. Click on that, and there is a general warm-up that I'm doing for all the voice types. So if you feel like before your session you want to warm up a little bit, but you're not sure how to do it, go into the think tank, click on that hilarious video that I made, and warm up with me. That's a very easy way to do it. And in that think tank, there's so many great videos, and even I go to that think tank to just watch them. It's a great opportunity. It's so nice that this is all happening for everyone. And I feel we're really, really lucky, and we should feel super grateful to have all this content for free, just for us, to brighten our horizons and our minds, and to get all this knowledge from professionals. So yeah, I'm super grateful for it, and I hope you are too. So as always, I'm going to repeat myself. before starting to sing, I always do a little bit of yoga or neck exercises, neck and shoulder exercises, just to tune in with the body and to tune in with the mindset of performing or studying music. So I always talk about the neck rolls and moving the shoulders a little bit. And especially in choir, what I see is a lot of this during singing and a lot of this. It's great when you're a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
People love seeing these muscles. For singers, not so great. So it's just good to keep everything flexible. As also in life, I think for singers, we really know our body really well. And we feel directly when we get ill or when something's not up. We are very in tune with our body as our dancers. So also in life, when you're stressed, you feel it in the trapezia muscles, and just like in life, try to be flexible in the mind and in the body. So it's not only singing that we're doing, it's the whole life philosophy. So try to be flexible. Don't try to be black or white, but be some color in between. I don't know, is that great? Like a mouse? No. Just, yeah, feel free, feel liberated, feel grateful, and feel open. Oh, so Californian today, right? Let's start doing some hums. So we'll just hum really easily. You can start the day just doing this, tuning in with the voice, being like La Voce, what's up? And then you're just one with your instrument, which is your body, and you take care for it as if you were to take care for your violin. So you can always start with this. So shoulders back, relax, and we'll hum a little bit. We'll hum this. So. Do not clench the jaw. Don't go, Just keep everything nice and loose. Repeat. Piece of cake. Also, in the morning when you start doing this, there might be some mucus, that you feel when you start vibrating the voice, when it resonates, when you're singing. That's where all the dirt comes off. So it's great to do this in the morning, and then drink some water. Get rid of whatever's in there. Do, sol, mi, do. What I suggest for sopranos, this is how I always warm up. Before I sing anything, instead of humming truly, I will go to the NG position with the tongue. So the word sing, NG at the end, sing. This is how I'll do my warm-ups. So it's all in an NG position. I open up the jaw, I teach my body, it's muscle memory really. So I just teach my body, if I sing higher, I must open my jaw. I must make space, otherwise it's never gonna happen. Right? So when we do when it's everything higher than a C for a sopranos, that's easy. But still we gotta open up the jaw. We gotta make space for the higher notes. So everything above a C, try to give it some space and try to teach your body that that's necessary. So you can close your mouth in the beginning or open in an NG position. Easy. Yeah, let's try it. So. Yeah. Now we'll do octaves. Octaven. C, C, C. Yeah. As in the letter C, C. Do, do, do. Try to put glissandi in there. So just do. Sorry, I have to belt out that C. I'm such a soprano. That was better. Oh, pat on the back. Ooh, voix mixte. Nice. Try this. But it's nothing. It's a piece of cake. It's just it's a little trick. We've got like a whole octave there, right? So no worries, but that was an A, la. So you'll never have to sing that high and sing gently. But if you already have this, just doing then piece of cake for sing gently, right? Let's do it a little higher. Just going from an E to an A vowel. rap. Drop the jaw.
Word.
Feels so old. Hot chord. Make space. That was for the overachievers. Who needs a B flat and sing gently? Not I, not I. So feel well, feel warmed up, feel great, feel passionate, feel free. Namaste.
High five. Laurence Servaz, everyone. Thanks, baby. Amazing. Sopranos, you'll appreciate this. I'm currently working on a set of art songs for Laurence to sing. Maybe I'll play the piano on them, but with poetry that she wrote. It's so beautiful. Both the poetry and her voice, of course. And just sitting here on the couch listening to a warm up, my mind is just going, oh, yep. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's nice. Nice register. So thank you for giving me the chance to hear her warming up, sitting here on the couch. So Sopranos, let's do this thing, shall we? So at the beginning of Sing Gently, I was joking with the altos in the sectionals right before this, that Sopranos for the first time ever has, you have the alto line, Sopranos, right? May we sing together always, may our voice be soft. This is the classic alto line. You're just doing this. And I think what the altos sometimes think when they've got a line like this is, oh, we're just the leftovers. And Sopranos, I want you to think that you are anything but that. And I'm not just saying this to pander to you or to make you feel special. This line is at least as important as the melody that the altos have. And the reason for that is that everything they're doing as they peel away it's dancing with the G that you're giving. And so when they come here, that means you just got to be in the center of the pitch and also the same phrase that they've got. So instead of just singing note to note to note to note to note, you've got to be thinking the way the altos would sing it. May we sing together always. It's incredibly delicate and gentle the way that you've got to sing it there. So in case you missed the first sectionals, or the first sectional that we do with Sopranos, or the full rehearsal that we did online, Sopranos, there's this governing principle that I wrote into the piece, and that's basically that we lean in on beat 1 and we back off on beat 2, this little dance. And I always think of it as push, pull, push, pull. And so even at the beginning, we get 1, may we push, pull, 2, push, pull, push, pull. You see that? We're gonna have that motive a lot. And it can be subtle, but so that we get sing together, push, pull. See that? Push, pull. Then when we get to measure 12 and we're singing on that G and then we move up to the A, although you're going to be singing it alone in your room, remember that you're peeling away from the altos there. And so that's going to be that beautiful rub if you were to do that in the same room together. And there will be an inherent crescendo to that so that we launch to. Breath. And 2, 3, push, pull, 3. Got it? So a couple of things here. Sopranos, you'll see that you're the only people who have the entire text here in this first verse. May our singing be music for others. The other parts don't have that. They've only got may our singing be music. So the for others is by far the most important text in this whole first section. And what I want you to think is, boom, may our let it dance a little. Push, pull, and dance. Breath, and just lilt here. And even though we're coming down, we still have push, pull, 3, and a little FT on loft. Yeah, good. Let's sing all the way from the beginning. Ready? From May We Sing Together. Here we go, sopranos. And sing. Push, pull, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. You guys sound fantastic, sopranos. At least you sound fantastic in my head. Okay, so now we get to the hook. This is measure 21, sopranos. I was saying to the altos in the last sectional that as a composer, I find this very frustrating, where I write PP, which means pianissimo, even softer than piano. But what's frustrating about it is really it's just saying softly. But I'm looking more for a character as a composer. And here, what we want to do is we want to invite the listener into this idea, this much bigger concept of sing gently as one. That it's a way of living. We're using the idea of singing as a metaphor for living, compassionately, with empathy, with sympathy, just a softer way of living with each other and for each other. So it's not only that you're going to sing softly here, but you're going to color your voice with all of these ideas. And then what we'll do here is we sing to little dance, and again push, then and breath. One, 2, 3, off. Good. Now, sopranos, I think ideally you don't take a breath in measure 26. C, low C. You can catch a breath here. But I'm actually okay with the number of sopranos we have if you do it the opposite of that. So if you go breath, and then maybe no breath here. 1, 2, 3, off, all the way to the downbeat. And sopranos, the reason for that is ultimately when we get all the sopranos together, it's gonna what we call stagger breathing, right? So some take a breath here, some take a breath here, but it'll just make this beautiful, long, clean line. So wherever you feel that you need a breath there, just fine. You can also breathe in both places if those phrases are long for you. Let's sing, shall we? Just from 21. 2, sing. 1, 2, go. Beautiful. Okay, then our next line, sopranos, is pretty straightforward, if not the most challenging part vocally. So starting the pickup into measure 32. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, off. And in case, sopranos, you didn't get this change, in measure 33, we're going to change that to a dotted half note, or a dotted minimum if you're in England. So that means all 3 beats we'll add an extra beat to that so it goes all the way to the downbeat of 34. Right? Then, nice crescendo, off. Breath. 1, 2, 3, push, hold, 3, off, right there. Okay, so you hear the breath that comes at the end of singing in measure 40. Just take a little lift. And then if you need to catch a breath, you can totally catch a little breath there. That's no problem at all. If you feel that you need to catch a breath between always and sing, that's also okay. Just make sure you leave the S off that always. Sing along. So that we don't hear all those S's in there. Last thing, sopranos, I want you to look at your entrance in measure 32. When we do this, for your part, it kind of seems like we're just coming out of the blue, right? But look at the basses and tenors. So they're singing something different than you and the altos are singing. They sing the full text. They sing, may we stand together always. May our voice be strong. And all we sing as sopranos is always be strong. That's it. So when you enter there, I'd like you to be thinking about your part in context of everybody else, because what we get is we get the basses and tenors here, then the altos come in, and they come up to the G. So your first entrance, you continue that whole thing. So if you can, think, see how that works? So it's not just an entrance, you're waiting and then I sing. You're part of that big wave that comes up over the top. So let's sing right there from your always. Ready, sopranos? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, off. Crescendo and go, 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 off. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, off. Excellent, sopranos. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good. Now we get to the most important part of the piece, measure 45. And here, if before we were singing on our sing gently, if we were singing pianissimo, and we were singing with this invitation to compassion, to empathy, now what we want to do is we want to double down on that. We want to find an even deeper, an even subtle, more nuanced way of filling our voices with that idea. Ready? So let's try it. 45, 2, go. Then here. Breath. Now we start to open up. 1, and then we're off to the races, sopranos. Okay, so a couple of things. In measure 47, push, pull, on gently, and then this always also. Think, push, pull. This is probably my favorite moment here because you've got the tenors a beat before you going here, and then we sing with them. Oh, I just love that. Then going on, yes. So then sopranos, we've got this motive in 50. It goes all the way up here, but the other 2 times that it does it, the third time we don't get all the way up to the D. So this is the culmination of that, where we finally all the way up to that high D there. So it's not just that we finally landed on a note. This right here, 53, I would call the emotional climax of the whole piece. If I were diagramming this all out, I'd say right there is the moment this whole piece is leaning to, is your note right there. And then we go through all of this, 55, 1, 1, nice breath. Here's 57, 2, 3, 1. 2, breath. 3, 1, 2, breath. 2, 3. If you need a breath here, that's also fine. Good. So now, shall we sing that all the way from 45? Let's sing from there to the beginning. You ready? Here we go. 45. 2, 3. 2. Off. Delicate. Two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Again. 2, 3, 1, and just effortlessly soar. And 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. And then sopranos on your last note there, if when you close to the end, just do it somewhere around the downbeat of the very last measure. I'm not looking for it all to be the same. It's fine with me if it's all different. That'll actually be quite a beautiful effect. So just think, let me do it out here as fast. 1. It's very gentle and delicate as you close to the end there. Good. Sopranos. I think the other thing I have to say that I love seeing is in the comments, there's all of these, you're all helping each other and giving suggestions. I love this. Somebody says, is there a suggestion for hitting the high note at 48? I always feel like I'm too low when singing. In 48, 45, 46, 47, 48, to singing the high note. Oh, I see. That you're too low. I'll tell you what it might be is so because we're here, right? And then we've got, so we're firmly in C. And so everybody else, including the piano, is outlining the idea of a C chord. But sopranos, you're here. And so I think if you can, maybe as you rehearse it, this is probably what I would do, is I would sing up a tone, and I would sing always, always. Try it that way a couple of times, and then imagine in your mind that your note is just bumping up against it up there. The other thing that I would probably do if we were all working together in a group is I would brighten my tone a little bit. So part of, I think, what's happening here is we sing gently, where it's such a delicate volume, right? And I think we would tend to cover or always, like it would get very dark, the always, and it's better probably if you just think always, a nice bright ah sound. Always. What it reminds me of is, what is it? Tale as old as time, da 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 dum dum. There's that seventh, Beauty and the Beast. And not only is the interval the same, but actually the gentleness of the way you would sing that. It's just, you're just touching those notes. And I think that'll give it a lightness and make it so it doesn't sound so low. Good. Sopranos, are you ready to do this? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to play this video here for you. And you can see there's my conductor track on the left here. And then on the right-hand side will be the piano and soprano part. This will also be the version of audio with the soprano highlighted. And so you can follow along there. This video, by the way, if you find this helpful, is up on the virtual choir site. So I'll leave the screen now and we'll try this. You ready? So about 3 minutes and 20 seconds of magic. Here we go, sopranos. Yeah, sopranos. Woo! You sound amazing. Truly amazing. Sopranos, it's beautiful reading your comments over here. And I mentioned it before, but I want to say it again. It is just so nice to see such a community coming together that, the people have questions. They ask them gently and respectfully, and then people with the answers and jumping in to help. And it's a real sense of esprit de corps. And it makes my heart glow. It's, by the way, if any of you aren't members of the Virtual Choir Facebook group, you should really join it. There's, I think now 16,000 members. You can't believe how warm and friendly and helpful that group is. And I have to say, over the past years, especially, the internet it's gotten rough. People are like this with each other. And it's so nice, especially in this time of COVID, to see everybody coming together just for one purpose, something bigger than themselves, and genuinely helping. I think it's such a great lesson to all of us, and really to the rest of the world. I think that what we're doing is something special, and I'm very personally grateful to each and every one of you for spending all this time, for giving your voice and your time and your spirit to this project, and very humbly, as the composer, to the piece, to bringing it to life. This is the first piece I've ever premiered live virtually. Usually my process is much different. I work with choirs and listen to the rehearsals and change. This is the first time I've ever done this online. The first time I will ever hear this all completed is the same day you all hear it completed. So thank you for that. Sopranos, I think you're ready. Okay, there's one last full rehearsal tonight at 6 o'clock, as I said, 6 o'clock Pacific time. The reason it's at 6 o'clock tonight, that's good for Americans who are working all day, but more importantly, it's good for Asia, for South Asia, for Russia, for most of Russia, and for Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, all these places that so far the rehearsals have just not been great for them at all. They've been getting up in the middle of the night. So we'll have a rehearsal tonight as a final rehearsal if any of you want to join in. And if you're in Europe and you feel like getting up in the middle of the night, can't sleep, then join us. So Sopranos, that's it. You're ready. Go record your videos. Be well. Laurence, a final goodbye. Thanks, Laurence, for the warm-up.
You're welcome.
Spectacular. And yeah, goodbye from both of us. Much love, Sopranos, and be well. Bye-bye.